Well, when I got out of high school, I did several different jobs, but basically ended up at the Guthrie Golf and Country Club. I worked out there for 11 years, hanging out with my old man. It was a great thing because we wasn't close growing up, and we became really good friends before he passed away in '96. After he passed away in '96, my wife, Charla, she felt like that I had a whole lot more to offer than to work out at the country club. So anyway, I went back to school, became a special ed teacher, and I taught special ed for about 5 years, and I became a principal. I was a principal in Guthrie for 5 years, and now I'm back teaching special ed. I got 2 years till retirement. I got a wife and I got 2 children. My oldest, Cody's 41. 40. He works out in the oil field. He does real good. He's made it through all the cuts. He's got a family. They rodeo. His oldest son is on a pro circuit for bull riding. He's on the PRC. He rides bulls. Peppers Parnell, Ty Parnell's his name. And then my youngest son, Hayden, graduated from OU, and he finance major, and he does financials now for a home builder in Edmond, and he's doing real well. So we are all doing real well.
Awesome. That's great news. Great to hear.
Yeah.
So I've talked to several people today about the class of 1983, and everybody has said one thing about how close y'all were to one another. And I asked them earlier, could you tell me one good memory that you had with class of 1983?
Well, I can tell you a bunch of them, but first thing I'll say is when I first, I was born in England. My dad was Colonel in the Air Force, and you interrupt my interview.
Next one. Next one.
That's the closet. So anyway, we came back. We came back to the States. Moved to Guthrie in '71, and I started going to school in Guthrie in '71. Rope-a-dope. I don't know if you had an interview with him, but he's my longest standing friend. We became friends in 2nd grade in 1972. We've been friends ever since, stayed close. We lived together in high school with another friend of ours, Darius Bonner, who's since passed away. But what I was going to say about when we came to Guthrie, there was a lot of racial tension. And growing up, which, I grew up on Air Force Base. I never even heard any racism until I came to Guthrie. My dad always taught you respect everybody. Anyway, we all became friends, and by the time we got to high school, everybody was cool. All that racial tension was gone. That was from the mid '70s. By the '80s, when we were up in high school, man, everybody was cool with everybody. We all got along. We all knew each other, and we all hung out. And Smitty, Rope, Hughes, Chick, Bonner, Haynes, we all been close, since we was way high, and used to run a lot together, had a great time. Chick's gone. Chick's one of the funniest people I ever met in my life. I wish he was here today. Wish Bonner was here today. But now we all been close from the time we were in grade school. Those friendships have lasted all these years. We've never lost touch with each other, and here we are today, all hanging out. So, and as far as stories go, I'm kind of brain locking here, but I got a ton of them because we used to walk up and down Springer Street. I'll start off with this story. We were in junior high, and Chris Roper, was the best basketball player on the team, and Coach Young had given him a pair of game socks early, like in summertime. And so we all went down to Highland Park, and we was all playing basketball down at Highland Park. It was me, Hughes, and Chick. And we was playing basketball down there with some other folks. We left Highland Park. We was walking back to my house down Cleveland Street. And Chick, he was about 4 steps ahead of us, and there was a Sonic pack of ketchup laying in the road. And old Chick, he walks up, and he's just stepping on it real slow, but he's wanting to step on it, for it to squirt out. And about the time he hits it, it squirts out, it hits Rope right in them brand new socks. And so the kid and Rope was like, damn, boy. So we get into the basketball season, and 8th grade, we're getting ready to play, I think it was Jarman. And we're getting ready to walk on the court. That's actually one time I started the game. And we're getting ready to walk out on the court, and we're in there to huddle. And I looked at our Rope socks, and I saw that ketchup spray. And I started giggling. And so anyway, that's one of them. Yeah, I wish Chick was here, because Chick was a big part of all this. He was voted he beat me out for most humorous in our senior class, and then Darius Bonner. As far as any other stories, like I said, I'm brain locking right now, but I got a ton of them. Okay. I could go on forever. I'm trying to drum up one here real quick. Charles Jr. Charles Jr. and Daryl Hughes. This is the summer after we graduated. I took them over to a party over at this apartment, and we're all over there partying, and they was going to leave with Kyle Wade, which Kyle Wade was another one of our classmates, and he was in this Suburban, and they were going to go get some beer or something. And so they left out of the apartment complex. Well, out of that apartment complex, there was a big old bar ditch. Well, I guess Kyle hit that bar ditch. And then he tried to just hit it, and, he thought he could just hit it and drive out of it. Well, that didn't happen. But Hughes was in there, Charles Jr. was in there, Kevin Sears was in there, and Kyle, and then somebody else. But they came back up, Kevin Sears and them came back up to party, and they said, man, Kyle done wrecked his truck, man. We got to go get it out of there. And I said, well, where's Hughes and Charles Jr.? They said, they ran home. And I said, oh, they did. So I got on the phone, and, I waited a little bit. I got on the phone, I called Hughes' house. And I said, is Daryl Hughes there? And he said, this him? I said, this is Sergeant such and such from Guthrie Police Department. I said, did you leave the scene of an accident? And he was like, yes, sir. And from his reaction, I couldn't hold it. And I started laughing. He said, God damn it, But anyway, we used to have so much fun. We had fun when there was no fun to be had. We used to walk up and down Springer Street, me, Hughes, Rope, Bonner, Smitty, Chick, and just, at that time, you didn't realize how much fun you was having until you think about it today. And all the fun, all the laughing that we did, it was so much fun. We enjoyed each other's company. When I moved to Guthrie, Guthrie was a pretty racist town. And like I said, I came from Air Force Base. It wasn't, there wasn't any racism there, but I started seeing it when I started hanging out, spending the night with certain white people, and then I met Rope, and then we started hanging out. And the thing that got me, that just drew me in, to hanging out with all the black folks was the humor, the fun, the humor, all the laughing. I was like, this is what I like. I mean, this is me. And so that's how we all became close. And, I'd never really seen that side of the world till then. And then when I was exposed to it, the fun we had, the humor, it just, it's just it's like, that's me. Because my old man was, he's very humorous. There was always a lot of humor with him. And so, but, in other circles, that humor just wasn't there. It was there, and so that's where I gravitated to. Plus, I love to play basketball. We all played basketball together. We used to go back in behind Boo Man's house in the alley, old dirt, and it just an old board with the old goal on it, and we'd all go down there and I don't know, it'd be like 30 degrees. We'd all be down there playing, just hanging out, playing, and we just all became tight. And and the thing about it is those relationships of, it's 50 years now, and we're all still tight. Still tight. We got group text. We stay in touch. Me, Smitty, Rope, Hughes, Ed J, Haynes. We ain't let each other go. And Bonner was here. Bonner would be a part of it. If Chick was here, Chick would be a part of it. And Chris Cowden, which Chris Cowden came from the west side of Guthrie. He enjoyed coming down, hanging out. I would bring him down there and hang out with us, and he always loved that. He died in a motorcycle wreck back in 2008. He great guy, loved him to death. Probably my greatest friend I ever had, just always had my back. Him, Rope, the longest friends. Anyway, that's probably about it. I mean, I could come up with some more. If I come up with some more, no, I know I got some more. I mean, I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna walk outside and I'm gonna go. Why didn't I say that? Why did I say that?
All right,
Why did I say that? But
well, we could talk all day, man. And I just appreciate the opportunity to just sit down here with you all today
sure.
and hear your story.
And I'm glad you came. Man, I mean, this is.
I hope to be able to do this stuff again.
Sure, yeah.
I hope so.
Exactly.
So don't be surprised if you get a message from old John again asking for some other kind of interview, man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I ain't gonna take up too much of your time.
No, well, I will say this before we go.
What's that? Go ahead.
John went to school with us in grade school, and then he left. He went over to Langston. And he came back in 9th grade. I think Haynes was telling you that we'd won one game. We didn't win any games in 8th grade. We were 0-8. In 9th grade, the only difference between that 8th grade team and that 9th grade team was Smitty and Charles Jr. And then we had Clay Tarter was the coach, which he knew a whole lot more football than Canarium, who was our 8th grade coach. But anyway, we went from 0-8 to conference champs. And basically Smitty was one of the best athletes I ever seen in my life. I mean, before he blew that knee, I mean, we were in 9th grade. We were down in Norman, and we're playing, and me and Chick are sitting on the end of the bench. We weren't going to get no playing time, so me and Chick loved to sit out at the end of the bench. But anyway, the ball was, they shot the ball. Anyway, it came loose, and it's bouncing toward the sideline. And Smitty come running over, and he had to grab the ball at the sideline, and he jumped up in the air, he grabbed the ball, and Rope was streaking right down the middle of the court. And Smitty grabbed that ball, threw it behind his back, hit Rope square in the hands, and boom, layup. We did lose it. And we lost 5 games that year. 3 of them were to Edmond. We were still conference champs, but we lost 3 to Edmond, Norman North, and we blew a game against Cushing. But yeah, when he made that play, I was like, hey, and he damn near dunked it. We were playing Cushing at home. They beat us over there, but the ball went up, and which any of us, if we could just slap the net, that was good. But Smitty, damn it, the ball went up, and he grabbed it, and he tried to slam it, but it just caught the front of the rim, and it shot up about 15 foot in the air. And Coach Reed got up and tell John, said, you ain't ready for that. You ain't ready for that.
He was trying to get ready.
But no, he could do it. He could do it. And one last thing, rope-a-dope, best pair of hands. I was playing in a rock and roll band in high school, and we were practicing, and Guthrie was playing in a playoff game against, I think it was Woodward. And so we went up. It was about the fourth quarter before we got there, because we've been practicing, drinking beer. We get up there, and Woodward's up like 14-13. And Guthrie's driving, got the ball. And Smitty throws the ball. I see Rope. Rope was playing tight end, and Rope goes down, cuts across the middle, and Smitty throws the ball, and it was behind Rope. I mean, and I swear, the point of the ball hit Rope right in the back of the hand, and he pulled that in. I was like, dude, yeah, it was one of the best catches I ever seen in my life.
I believe it.
It was that good. I mean, all of his momentum was going this way, and he just reached back and grabbed that and pulled it in with one hand. I just thought,
there you go.
that's my boy. That's my boy.